Well, first of all, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me this morning. For Amlin, who is no stranger to supporting events that take place in Bermuda,
Yep.
why supporting this particular major event in 2018?
To be honest, it came about because Phil very kindly saw us involved with the Rugby Classic, and he came and had a chat with me, and then I took it to the wider team downstairs. And to be honest, it was just so obvious for us to get involved in this. I think just the whole of our office is crazy about sport. Obviously with the Flora Duffy connection, and also we're huge fans of the Brownlees as well. So it was just such an obvious one for us to get involved with.
Yeah. Phil, putting this event together of this magnitude, obviously you're going to have people from the ITU around, but how much undertaking is it for your organization to actually, first of all, pull it off for 3 years and now see it coming? It's a matter of months away.
Yeah, it's like the first year is going to be the most difficult one because we're having really sort of a lot of setup costs, but setup activities as well that we're doing for the first time. We're choosing suppliers from scaffolding to like the ambulances to like the printing, all kinds of things on the island for the first time, and hopefully once that has sort of been established, it'll be like going more smoothly in years 2 and 3 because we then just need to make changes. But the support that I'm getting from people on the island is fantastic, and so it's all on track, I would think.
Now, very interesting, when you came to Bermuda, we actually had a chat about sports. See it coming to where it is today, a major event, does that bring you some satisfaction of this is what you thought could happen in a small country like Bermuda?
Well, the America's Cup has been a huge trailblazer, and when I went to like a whole range of stakeholders, from government to like Bermuda tourism to like the public with this event, the response was overwhelmingly positive because they've already had this experience of going through the America's Cup or feeling that they could do something at this level. So hosting a World Championship triathlon made a lot of sense, and having Flora Duffy as the reigning world champion race on home soil made a ton of sense. So it's been a very positive experience.
For the staff here at Amlin, how exciting is it for them to have their name behind a significant event?
Hugely. I think we try and do something a little bit different every year as an organisation. So 2 years ago we did a lip sync competition for the family circle. Last year 8 of us actually shaved off our head for some baldricks and raised over 60,000. So I think again we try and do something every year. So hugely positive for us, and everybody's really excited, and we're going to have a lot of people participating in the actual triathlon and volunteering as well. So yeah.
When you say you took it to the team, did you take it to the team with that glare, that glow, that we can be global in the field of people will recognize us not just for our business but for our sporting contributors?
Yeah, I think so, and I think also it just really fitted in well with the whole MS Amlin ethos, and also the fact that we're a global company. So just looking at where the other ones would take place as well, and also looking ahead to the fact that the next Olympics is in Tokyo, which is obviously the head office of our parent company, just made sense. So it was very obvious.
Now, is this a 3-year deal or is this a 1-year deal thus far?
Putting me on the spot. At the moment it's a 1-year deal, but we're really hoping to be able to do the full 3 years, and I'm hoping that we can get other parts of the MS Amlin group involved as well.
Okay. Phil, for your organization, are you hoping to solidify 3-year deals to ensure that things are in place year after year? And what are the possibilities of going back to the ITU and saying, especially if this one is very successful, that we want to continue going on?
Yeah, so the whole project is at this point a 3-year project. It's no secret that we originally bid for the grand final, which is the last race in the season. And we're going back to the table to bid for the grand final again in later this year. So we will hopefully be granted the grand final at some point, and then we will hopefully have a very clear road beyond 2020 as well. So I think it's a longer term project. How long it can run, I think, depends on very much how much is being taken on by the locals, but also particularly international visitors, because they invest in the economy, and the more people come to the event, the more they feel welcome here on the island, the more this event will become a success.
Now, there's no secret, courses change, and the whole diagram of how it wanted to lay out has changed, but are you happy with what the final result of this, the track will be?
Yeah, at this point, it's all theory, so we have no idea how it's actually going to play out on the day, but the course is fantastic. It receives very, very positive feedback from the elite athletes as well as the amateur athletes, and the national federations around the world, the British, the American Federation, and so on. It's a spectacular course in that it has elements like Corkscrew Hill, which are very, very challenging but also iconic. And at the same time, it is very central. It is in town where all the people are going to be anyway, because they're going about their business and shopping. And that will hopefully contribute to an atmosphere that will just be like unheard of in triathlon. So I'm very pleased with how we've designed it, and now it's really up to the Bermudians to show up on the day, 28th of April, come to town and be there.
Now, you mentioned the famous name, Brownlee Brothers, but obviously here on home soil, Bermuda will be rooting for Philadelphia.
Yep.
Tyler Schmidt, Erica Hawley if they make it. But the fact that if those two actually make an appearance in Bermuda is huge for the sport.
Absolutely massive, I think. I just think with all the connections, Bermuda back to the UK, I think, and we've all watched them and we've seen them in the press, and we saw how they helped each other in one of the past races. So I think that would be massive if they come, and I think it'll certainly from our office, it'll be a huge following of them when they're out here.
Where are we now as far as leading to the triathlon? How far along are we?
So we're T minus, I don't know, 80 days or something like that. So we are pretty far along. We've committed to many of the expenses around the event, for example. So, for example, barriers are being shipped in because the island doesn't have enough barriers, and we need to barrier the course. We're designing branding items, so we've just relaunched the logo with MS Amlin included in the actual event logo. We're designing sponsorship branding, so an arch with MS Amlin on all these kind of items are well in motion. We're recruiting volunteers very actively right now across anyone who really wants to participate on the island. So it's in full motion at this point.
Well, we'll get back with you guys closer to the event, and we start hearing the names of the athletes who are actually signing up to come, because I think that will be the exciting draw for a lot of people to come out and watch. Those who will take part, obviously, in the Commonwealth Games early in the month, and then make their way to Bermuda. So it'll be a very interesting time, especially if those names are on the ticket. I think it'll be an easy convince to pack the BA flag with a bunch of English folks to come over to Bermuda, enjoy some of our hospitality for the event. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Al.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.